Today we're unboxing an iPhone 6 on iOS 8. So I'll go ahead and start off by showing you all the listing that I purchased. I saw the old school slide to set up screen and I jumped at the chance. Also in the description, the seller did say that this iPhone was on iOS 8.1.3. So let's go ahead and get it unboxed now. Looks like great packaging to me. We've got a ton of bubble wrap here. So here is the iPhone. It looks like it is in okay condition. I do see some minor scratches around the edge of the display, and it does have that, this was a very common issue on the iPhone 6 models, but the front-facing camera, it's like it shifts to the side. But other than that, the edges look pretty good. I'm seeing some minor dents here in the top corner, but nothing too bad. And the back panel here looks really nice as well. Okay, so let's see if this iPhone has any battery power to start up. And it looks like we do. Oh, and there we go. Wow, that is great to see. The curly-tailed A. So we know is the Helvetica Neue font that was exclusive to iOS 7 and iOS 8. Awesome. Okay, well, let's go ahead and slide to set up. Okay, looks like we just got through activation. We'll definitely set it up as a new iPhone and skip the Apple ID. We'll see if the Touch ID sensor works, and it looks like it does. We'll definitely use Siri because I want to try out if it works on iOS 8. And there we go. Okay, wow, classic iOS 8. It wants to tell you about iOS 12 the first thing you do. So let's head into settings and just confirm that software version and also the storage capacity of the device. The settings app opens directly up into software update, but thankfully it says that you need to connect the phone to iTunes to download the software, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, looks like the seller was perfectly accurate. We do have a 16GB model running iOS 8.1.3. So I've done quite a bit of reading about iOS 8 recently, and apparently this 8.1.3 was the last version before 8.2, and that version introduced the Apple Watch app. So this was the last version of iOS before you could use an Apple Watch. I'm really happy with how white and even this display is. A lot of the iPhone 6 models would kind of get a yellow border around the display as they would age. So a little bit of iPhone 6 trivia is that this was actually the thinnest iPhone ever produced, and the iPhone 6 series was also the best-selling iPhone models ever. Also, this is a random tidbit, but the iPhone 6 was the first iPhone to use curved glass around the edges. I remember at the time when this phone came out, I actually had an iPhone 4, and anytime I would see an iPhone 6, I was so impressed by the curved glass around the edges. It just added a really unique premium look. Thankfully, this iPhone does not appear to be bent. Of course, that was a horrible issue with the iPhone 6 series, but it was a lot more common on the 6 Plus model. But the iPhone 6 models could definitely bend. I remember I had a friend at the time that had an iPhone 6, and it bent around these volume buttons here, and the aluminum actually like popped out almost into a triangle shape around the volume buttons. So it looks like this phone was made in early 2015, and it has 568 battery cycles with 86.3% health. So as the condition of the phone kind of showed, it's been used a lot, but thankfully it was never updated. Here is the iPhone 6 Plus that launched at the same time as the iPhone 6. It's really hard to explain how radical of a size difference these phones were from the iPhone 5S of the time. While the 5S was very easily a one-handed device, the 6 could kind of be a one-handed device. They did introduce a feature called reachability, where if you would just kind of lightly tap the home button, like that, it would bring your icons down from the top of the screen, making them easier to grab. But the 6 Plus especially was just not a one-handed device at all. all. So this is actually my second iOS 8 iPhone 6. The unit I have here is actually running iOS 8.3, and the reason that I wanted this 8.1.3 example over here is because there's actually some differences between the versions. So you'll see here the icon layout is different. So I talked about this a little bit in my iOS 8 iPhone 6 Plus video, but the reason that I kind of geek out on these older versions of iOS 8 with the red music icon is because in iOS 8.4 and 8.4.1, we got a white music icon here, which signified the launch of Apple Music, Apple's streaming service. And unfortunately, that did take away some good features from the earlier apps. So I can show you here on my iOS 8.3 iPhone 6 that I have music downloaded to, that this red music icon includes cover flow. Now this was a really fun way to kind of scroll through all the album art of your music and select a song you want from there. This iPhone 6 design would become very popular as it was used in many iPhones to come. So we saw it in the following year iPhone 6s, the iPhone 7, the iPhone 8, and it was finally replaced with the iPhone 10 in 2017. However, we would see this same basic design resurface with the iPhone SE second generation in 2020 and the iPhone SE third generation in 2022. I think that the wallpaper selection by default was one of the best ever on iOS 8. There were so many to choose from, and you retained so many of the great wallpapers from iOS 7 while getting new options for iOS 8 as well. This was, of course, the default wallpaper, but there were many other great new choices. I believe this purple flower was used in a lot of the marketing photos for the space gray iPhone 6 like I have here. So we'll see if Siri on iOS 8 is working. Hey Siri, what's up?
I'm helping people stay connected with others near and far. You can ask me to send a message or start a FaceTime call.
Okay, awesome. Well, it looks like Siri is working on iOS 8. I think also the App Store and the Bookstore and iTunes Store work on iOS 8. And yeah, it looks like they pull up. I have used the App Store on iOS 8 to download apps before, of course, through this Purchase tab here. And it is a little bit of a process, like you type in your Apple ID and password, and it will say it's wrong at first, but then it will send you a security code to your other device, which you then log in again, but just put that security code at the end of your password, and it will finally let you in. So kind of problematic, but nice that you can still download apps. So here are some apps that I downloaded on my other iPhone 6 on iOS 8. This iPhone was actually sold in some versions all the way through late 2018, which is really insane. I know there were a lot of versions of these. I believe 32 gigabyte storage capacity versions were sold through carriers that you could get with prepaid services. So like purchase them at Walmart and things like that. But I think it's easy to see why this phone was as popular as it was, being the first iPhone with a really good, usable, nice size screen. And it did receive iOS support all the way through iOS 12. But I think that about does it for this iPhone 6 running iOS 8.1.3. Thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos like this.